What's happening, people? So we're back at this project, the decking summer house series. So today I've got some time, so I'm going to give this summer house a bash. See how we go on. Actually, I'll let you see, all the bits are all lying in a pile. It's all been delivered. Well, delivered a couple of weeks ago, to be honest with you. I've just not had time to actually do it. It's the first time I've had to try and get to come and do it. But what I'll do is I'll let you see. So I'll take you at the mount. I'll take you down. All the bits are all sitting here. So I've already took some of it out. There's a double door, 2 windows, one side there and a top bit I think lying there, and this will be the base, the sides, the roof, everything piled up here. In theory it should be minimum amount of tools needed. Should be just a case of this, the impact driver, maybe the drill, maybe some clamps and a bit to hold it. Very minimum, but we'll see how this goes. So I'll just put you back in the stand. So I'm sure it's 16 feet. I need to check the plans, things about that. It's going up this area, running from the fence as long as it comes. Now this is like a summer house with a separate area that was supposed to have a hot tub in it, but I think something happened in transport that one of the panels is slightly damaged, so they've replaced the panel. So I think I'm going to have to measure it all and work out, but I'll worry about that later. But what they want is the summer house area fine, but the bit that should have the hot tub, they're looking to use that as like a shed. So I'm hoping I can maybe use one of the sides, the extra side that we've got, trim it down, cut it so it's straight, use that as a set of double doors on it. But I'm not going to know until it's actually up, constructed and in place, then I'll be able to see. Regardless, I think it's going to be turned into a shed anyway, so it's either use one of the spare sides, or if I can't use that, then I'll be the case of getting the materials to make the door and turn it into a double set of doors, but one of the two. So what I'll do is I'll fire a time lapse on. Don't know how much it'll film, but I'll put a bit of time lapse up anyway. So this is all the crap you get with this. 2 sets of instructions, bunch of screws, locks, latches, hinges, that'll be for the door as well, more screws, your felt nails. Let's presume the keys there, keys in there. So that's all the wee bits you get with it. We'll have a wee read through the instructions and then we'll batter on with building it. So this is the damaged panel that got damaged in transport. So as you can see, it's just come away. In all fairness, I'll hammer back in with the hammer, maybe stick a screw through it, because to be fair, it's coming away a wee bit on that one as well. A wee bit at the end. But in all fairness, so are these ones as well. So I maybe need to stick a couple of screws through them, and that'll get them fixed back in place. Yeah. So I actually forgot to press record, so I'll let you see what we've done. So, as I said, we hammered these back in, 60mm screw through, just done it with the whole lot, all the way along, as you can now see. I think it was this one actually that had the gap. As you can see, we're hammering that back down. Only one thing is, it's split. Don't know if you can really see it on the camera, don't think you can, but it's split anyway. But we've just done it with them all. Maybe do it with the bottoms as well. We'll see what other ones we need to do it with. But so the phone actually died. So this is where we've got to. Sides on, roof's on, there'll be overhangs on. That's how far we've got to so far. So it has been a wee bit of a nightmare to actually put together. I've had to actually repair quite a lot of the frame. I've had to actually take the nails out, screw it together. The nails, they've not bothered, not give a fuck when they've bolted it, they've basically just fired it in as usual. So instead I've had to actually take the nails out because they were all poking out the side and squint and everything like that. Bits of the frame just weren't even touching each other miles off. There was actually a couple of bits I haven't done my best to try and get it, but this join here I've actually had to cut it due to the fact that it was bumping together, but it was leaving a big massive gap down the middle of the joint, so I've had to trim it. But it's going together, it is what it is. So as you can see, it's getting there, and that's the rain started. Excellent, because it wasn't meant to rain today, but that's the rain on here. So again, I forgot to press record. So this is what we've got to spin you around. So this is going to be the summer house area. End up using that extra side panel to go on here, because instead it leaves a nice big gap, because it was meant for a hot tub. It leaves a nice big gap, so instead what we've done is we've used that side panel. Had to trim this panel down a bit in order to make this work. The other panel that should have been on the side, I'm going to cut that down and we'll use that to infill the space, so that will kind of close that off. Then we'll need to actually make doors for it. So as you can see, still got the windows and the doors still to go in it. So I thought I'd bring you back. Got an issue with the doors, so I'll show you the now. I'll walk this side first. If I unlatch this door, you'll see what we're talking about. So as you can see, you get them shut at the top, and then one door bends in and one door bends out. So the only way you can overcome this is we've had to latch it, and that one-handed latch it at the top, and as you can see we have to push it out slightly, latch it at the bottom, and if you lock it on the centre, and then push the bottom in, snip it, then the doors latch better. But as soon as you literally unlock it, undo that bottom one, it then pings. I've then also had to fit a facing timber around here, because instead what was happening is when you shut these doors, there was a big gap here, then it was fine here, same as down the sides there was gaps both sides of the door. So what I've done is I've had to use a trim, put it around it to give it like a door stop, and that'll stop any rain and draft from coming through. But it's when that door's locked, it'll then hold it tight, and latched it'll hold it tight. So that says, still got felt to do, and then facings to go on around it, and we've still got this bit. So what we've done, we've modified it. This is the spare end panel that you'd got. I obviously fixed the other panels, so this panel was then used for here. Because as you can see, always a big gap if you use the standard ones they gave you. Same with the one that should have been for this side, would have left a big gap. So we've used M1, modified it, and modify this to then fit, so the roof would all slot in. That says, and then probably making up a set of doors to go in the front of it. But time's getting on. My watch is dead, I can't even tell you what time it is, but time's getting on. So we'll see how it goes. It's getting a bit late, I think it's about 6, 7 o'clock. Still got the felt to do, so we'll see how much more we get done tonight. It's took longer than anticipated because I've had to fix so much yet and then modify bits yet. It should have been a lot quicker, but because of fixing and modifying, it's took longer. But we'll batter on a few more, see how much we get done. So that's me finished for the day. Got the felt on. Doors all sorted. Running as best we can. So as you can see, they decided they're going to put the garden furniture in here, and this area is to be a shed. So I'm going to have to build on from the side. That needs attached, that's not actually attached, but build on from there, coming along here to the front. Not quite as high as that. It's coming probably 2 boards down at the front, but that's not getting done today. And then the facing actually needs to go on. All your fascia boards need to go all the way around. Want to get the felt on, as it's meant to rain heavy tomorrow all day, so I thought I'll get the felt on. So that'll be the end of part 3, I think it is. So there'll be more coming. Well, it says I'll need to build, obviously turn that into a shed for storing items, and then get all the fascia back on. But that'll get done another time, so that'll be another video. We'll get that done. and then it'll probably be the inside that. I know there's flooring there, I don't know if they're going to insulate it and sheet it. We'll just need to see how it goes. But thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel for more content. I appreciate you watching it this far. Thank you.